Hello friends and followers. Well, as you can see, this video is about a Drake R4A. And you're saying, well, Jeffrey, I've seen many Drakes on your channel. Yes, you have. But I must say, this Drake R4A has impressed me greatly. If I was ever going to keep any Drake I fixed, out of the whole batch, maybe there's 15 Drakes I fixed, this is the one I would really keep. It's a glorious radio. And why? Frankly, I don't know. It just turned out well. I think it had a good life. The owner respected it, didn't monkey around with it a whole lot, and kept it very nice. As you can see in this Drake, it's a showpiece. At least I think it is. It's almost like it was out of Miamisburg, Ohio, back in the late 60s. It just looks wonderful. So, this Drake is out of the case because I cleaned it up and I gave it an alignment on the RF deck here. It's all been aligned. And boy, does this thing work well. So, you're like, yeah. Okay, so yeah, let's get to it. So, 80 meters here. It's roughly, what, 6 p.m. here or so. It's dark. It's December, and 80 meters is somewhat working. So let's try 80 here. Now on this Drake, this pre-selector here is really cool. And this was an early R4A. So on the Drakes that are a later version, the R4As later and the R4Bs, you'll see there's like a knurled, they call that knurled, a real round knob on here. And you gotta crank it, and this will move up slowly. And they have a little red pointer here. It's like, wow, this early one is much better than the later one. It's like, yeah, you gotta be careful how you angle this thing, but wow, is it nice. So it's much like a TR4 with the pre-selector. It's a lot better. So I think this early R4A is the cat's meow. Meow, meow, meow. So check out how this works. So here's the pre-selector, and just one rotation like that, up and down, that's all you need to do. The newer ones have a little reduction mechanism in the front here, which I don't find appealing. So I'm trying to find the mechanism here to show you. Yeah, so this rod goes in here. On the newer ones, you're going to find a little gearbox here, bearings and reduction gears. This one, the shaft goes straight in, and it just works. So I am so happy with this radio. I can't see straight. All right, with that said, let's make it do something. Okay, we're at 80 meters. Turn this to 80, nice and easy like that. Look at that, just boom, now it's an 80. Turn up the volume. Peak it. There we go. As I go up band, I want to peak this. 80 meters is lower sideband, so we're on lower here. Now we can rein in the bandwidth a bit like this. Those guys aren't real strong. How about the noise blanker? Not much change there. Again, this is 80 meters. How about some AM stations? Let's see. There's one. AM station.
And CW, not loud and clear and distinct, no problem copying him at all. I haven't heard anybody but Paul and I, so hoping that works tonight. There's sure a lot of noise out on this frequency.
anyway, this thing has glorious AM reception. It's the best AM receiver I've ever had, even with other R4As and R4Bs. This thing is the nuts. All right, let's try some SSB here on 75 meters.
I'm glad that you survived the question. By the way, I think the 7 is about 1,000 times stronger than a 6. I know it's hard to. The 7 was last but we were touching quite as much. But it's still like a brute coming through it. It's not like a structure that oh yeah, I've been through quite a few in my life. I grew up in the Bay Area, and I was sitting in Monterey with a Loma Prieta. It's quite an experience. I hope to get back that anymore. But I really appreciate it. I've been here for and you say, please accept him. And you say, thank you very much.
They're talking about the earthquake that just happened in California. They're not very strong.
Super. Well, thanks, Kelly. All right, we've got El Groove on board. Somebody needs? I got rutabaga. Oh, you got rutabaga. We got an ETA coming in first. Okay, I'll wait for ETA. And Ron, yes, sir. ETA, just wanted to take it easy. Well, good evening, and in fact, if I didn't say so, Merry Christmas to everybody this evening. You and Cal staying out of trouble up there? Oh, yeah, we're holed up. We're probably not going anywhere till well after the holiday. Oh, you sound like me now. Yeah, I went to the doctor in the grocery store today, and it's like, nope, I'm not going out. I don't want to deal with all this.
Anyway, that's 80 meters. Let's check out 40 here real quick. I don't have a crystal for 1.5 or to 1.8, so that's not going to work. Here's 40 meters here. AM stations.
Christmas time, all the best, and thanks from the board. Good play, at Charlie on Christmas time, see where it's at? The Kilo Bravo station. Okay, KB2 ENF, Merry Christmas, thanks for your 5 and 7 here, Steve, and nice to hear you there. Welcome aboard again. I see you on last year. Have a good one. All the best. Hey, Charlie, Christmas train. You were best. Kilo 5. Can I have your call time again, please? Negative copy. QSL, who's the Hotel Charlie for you, call.
All right, let's try some CW now. There's FT8. If nothing else, FT8's a good frequency marker. Okay, and also when you evaluate these radios, you want to make sure they're calibrated. So this is calibrated very well. And you can check the calibration by simply turning on the calibrate function and going on the even frequencies here and seeing for the marker. So we're on 21 megahertz right now, which is 15 meters, and we'll turn the calibrate on like this. And there it is. Hear it right there. 15. There it is. So that's how That should work. 10 should be the same, which it is. And the same with 20 meters. So it's pretty much dead nuts on. In fact, you can zero it like that, and that zero should line up, which it does. Well, pretty much. Yeah, that's good. Might be a little non-linear, but oh well. All right, 40 meters again.
Lo que en apariencia es una diferencia. Yes, sir. May I catch you in the pilot for Drake? May I catch you in the pilot for Drake? Yeah, fine. Well, you're on the cell phone. Okay. We'll go. Kilo 5, thank you. So, yes, 57. Okay, we're set. Thanks very much. Merry Christmas. You go. A really great band opening right now. I'm sure a lot of folks would like to exchange reports with you and give you wishes for the holidays. Very, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you and yours there, Connor. And all the best for the new year. That's Elephant 22 Bio 30 RK, over. And have fun.
Now, the other thing is this slow ABC is good for sideband. You can go to fast and you'll see the meter moving faster. And there's off.
GPDs do work. There's a lot of people using those things, and I assume you probably read the DX Engineering installation recommendations for those things. With the wires, but it's just something about a particle. When people tell me that they're not any good, they're not, you won't be satisfied with them. I'm the kind of person I'm saying, doggone, I'm going to make that sucker work. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I understand. Well, I don't have it up today. It'll go back up in the spring at a big 40-meter vertical, but it's well elevated and lots of elevated ratios on it, and on 40 meters in the game. I'm walking on a cycle. We're the original. Yeah, we're the original. We're the guy that started it all. All of that. Charlie, what is the straight? You were there? 87 Mexico. Is that my Papa X-ray or my Papa Echo? Okay, K87 MTX. Thanks to the call, Rush. You're 5 and 8. Merry Christmas. My pleasure. K8 Charlie on a Christmas train. 2 hours it. I just told you before, Tango Tango, you never came back.
Anyway, that's my demo on 80 and 40 meters of this R4A. This is a really fine R4A. I'm really happy to have it. So it works so good, it's kind of a keeper. Here's a look at the insides of it. Again, it's very clean. I gave it a cleaning, but it could always use a little more polish, right? Although it's pretty good right now. Here's the underside of it. If we don't get shocked, let's turn it off. There, it turned off. Take a look at the guts under it. So I haven't had to do much in this one, thank goodness. The circuits all seem working fine. It looks like someone added a capacitor here for the B+, which I don't detect any hums, so I think they were successful. Everything else in here seems to be working fine. It looks like the ABC, AGC is working fine, so that means that's going fine. And that's fine too, so. This one would be the ripple in the -60 voltage. And I didn't detect any troubles. This radio works really well. All right, well, that's my little demo. I hope you liked it. Again, this is the R4A. It's an early one because it has 13 tubes. And it has the, and I think it has the better pre-selector with direct drive instead of the stupid knob with the red arrow. This is a much preferred version, if you ask my opinion or not. When they say clean as a whistle, if this thing could whistle, it would whistle clean. All right, that's about it for me. I put in LED bulbs in this guy, replaced the blue filters in the meter, and in there, I went through, this was all jammed up. I was able to unjam this and lubricate it perfectly so that it works the way it should with the correct silicone grease. I'm sorry, this is synthetic grease that didn't exist back in 1960, so it's even better off than it was. I also found the band switch, and this thing was sticky. Let me show you that. So on this rig, the band switch was a little funky, so I worked on that a bit. So this band switch was a little funky. So I greased the back of it there with some wheel bearing grease, which is right there. This wafer here was this one here was binding a bit, so I was able to retension it. And when you retension these things, you first want to get a screwdriver, and you can just put a screwdriver on each wafer and put it to your ear, and with your ear you can hear which one's making all the racket, and then you can retension it. So on this one, you want to put a drop or two of WD-40 right in the area where the surfaces meet, which is like a bearing surface on there. And then I, of course, clean the entire switch with Detox It. And then on this one, this wafer was a little funky, so I simply was able to bend this a bit to take the tension off the wafer, get the wafer aligned with the axle, and then you'll find there's no binding. So true to form now, I can turn this band switch and it doesn't make a noise or anything. It just works perfectly. So these radios can have all sorts of weird things that crop up in 50 years. And so yeah, this works marvelously now. It doesn't bind, it's very easy to turn. And it has good detents in the back here, so. And just the lack of corrosion on this thing, the beautiful copper is remarkable. And even this crystal is nice and shiny in the calibrator, so. Very happy with this radio. It still has the power cord on, which I guess I should put a 3-wire power cord on this thing for grounding. Haven't done that yet, but we'll see if the radio is still around in a few weeks or somebody buys it. I don't know. This one I'm thinking is a keeper for me. I love it so much. It really works well. It's an early example of an R4A, but I think they got it right. The solder job in this guy is good. If Millie or Molly or Susan was soldering that day, it was really a perfect soldering job. You can see some Drakes where the soldering is awful. Maybe it took a break, maybe somebody got discharged, I don't know, but some days these things were not done well. This one is really neat and artful in how it's built. All right, that's about it. I hope you like the video. It's long, I'm sorry. Again, if you're looking at this radio, this isn't one you might want if I don't end up keeping it. And we'll see how it goes. Guess I can pull the plug out and spin around here and get a good view of it. I guess I could get the knob a little cleaner there. Get the camera to focus nice. I'll probably redo this and put some more nail polish on there. I'll probably clean the knobs a little better. They were pretty good, but you can always get something better, right? But all in all, it's probably the cleanest example of an R4B that I've seen. R4A, excuse me, R4A. That's come across my bench in a long time. It's a beauty. All right, well, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great Christmas holiday. May God be good to you. God bless. Take care. 7-3.